Hi, Tom. I see you also have your battles with corrupted corporations, like the music industry leeches you talk about. We have had our struggles too, but ours is with the oil industry and government black ops types that wants to stay on the petrodollars. So you can understand how much extra work it is to break through the obstacles and barriers that are suppressing us through our work in alternative energy and other new and advanced technologies to help people. In your song, People So Stupid, you mention a group of social justice warriors, and you are right on because that is exactly what we need. It would be great if we can work together and make our stand in this world as truth tellers and architects of our optimized future. I tailored this presentation for you. You may have already read some of the same information in the first HuHub YouTube presentation that I sent you. But this updated version is much more comprehensive and it introduces a new spin on how to get regular people interested in funding scientific research through a new type of social media and gaming. Tom, I'm going out on a limb and tell you this without an NDA, etc. So I want you to realize that. At the end of this proposal, you will see how we can help change the world, and I have included information about your newest song, No Lives Matter, in this video presentation in order to show you how this idea can be done at no charge or headache for you. Just watch through to the end because I have some more questions for you later. Okay, this would be the initial start to this video. HuHub is pronounced HuHub. This HuHub humanitarian software concept is presented by Cavetronics R&D Energy. This presentation is part of a proposal for HuHub world-changing software where one click can save the world. Concerning this software currently, it is a wholly formalized software concept that needs to be built as soon as possible. The creators of this software concept are seeking interested persons, especially volunteers, computer programmers, and or potential angel investors to discuss making this humanitarian software concept a reality in order to enact sustainability solutions everywhere and well into the far future. Part 1. HuHub Introduction. This world-changing software concept was engineered by Brian D. Prater and Melissa R. Cody. HuHub humanitarian software is designed to be part of the new era of political and economic change. At the heart of HuHub is a desire to offer sustainable solutions to heal the world. HuHub needs to be built and implemented in a moral and timely manner in order to establish a fair and humane system to ensure everyone's inalienable human rights. Chapter 1. About HuHub Humanitarian Software. About HuHub. Who, what, where, when, how, why. Within HuHub, we the people make up a decision-making network using the internet and with current technology to employ a social technological conversion method for future sustainability of humanity and Earth. Who? Who is you? Who is you in your hub? What is HuHub? HuHub is the software of our future, compiled and revealed as a unifying humanitarian, scientific, and technological concept, complete with the ingredients for growth, scalability, and perpetual user integration. Ideas expressed within these examples are formulated to be a viable reality quickly, if introduced as a new social media, for example. What is HuHub's mission statement? HuHub humanitarian software will be a software company that seeks to provide solutions to global crises and aid industry transition into the era of sustainability. We want and envision a very viable, doable, and beautiful future. We do not want to see an apocalyptic one. We can build the technology that targets and generates solutions for key crisis issues, such as migrations and future migrations due to climate changes, war, and bad governments, massive transition of industry and jobs, increased automation and robotics, which are decreasing jobs currently, and accommodate for increases in human population. What does HuHub mean to the average user? Essentially, HuHub is made with three main parts: people, the internet, and statistics aided by artificial intelligence tools. To the users, HuHub will be a sticky site, which is also defined as a popular website, offering free membership to all users for the purposes of entertainment, shopping, advertisement, employment, winning awards and merits, voting, gaming, and more. HuHub's users are a part of a decision-making network that utilizes current web technology and other emerging IoT devices, which means the Internet of Things, or devices that work with the Internet. When HuHub receives information, the input goes into AI-assisted programs to sort through the big data and give optimized answers. This process is otherwise known as Run It Through HuHub, Social Scientific Data on Demand, which leads us into HuHub ethics. What does HuHub mean? HuHub's ethics are contained in the name HuHub itself. HuHub is designed to be a healing software from both a programming perspective to a natural world environment. The name HuHub can be broken down into its parts and defined as a virtue representing modesty and respect, a positive trait of moral excellence, and a principle or foundation of good and moral being. HuHub is the opposite of a bad habit through ignorance or a vice. HuHub offers the wisest, most valuable options and choices to the users, although the users are free to choose. HuHub's hidden hierarchy meaning is humility. HuHub is truly a potential engine for good. HuHub humanitarian software is designed on ethical principles to act as an ethical business model. HuHub humanitarian software concept is formulated to be an ethical way for people to use technology as leaders of our world changes. Where is HuHub? HuHub can be everywhere eventually. HuHub embeds into its environment, whether that is in a smart car or smart home, or using a computer or cell phone. HuHub humanitarian software concept will be increasingly applicable in the future via emerging hardware technology like IoT and software programming to communicate with blockchain technologies that are already available. HuHub's main motto and marketing slogan position is where one click can save the world. This phrase is a clear, consistent, and compelling message, which describes the user's role and sums up HuHub's intent in one short, actionable statement. The slogan describes several things. The statement first addresses where the users are within the technical environment of HuHub. The word can is very important to HuHub because it means choice, which is one of the principles of HuHub. And the last phrase, save the world, states the goals, missions, and actions within HuHub systems. It is meant to be translated as an all-inclusive and absolute statement. HuHub humanitarian concept is formulated to be an ethical way for people to use technology as leaders of our world. When will HuHub be available? This is an important message. This is time-sensitive information, which is why we are sharing these valuable ideas to the public in effort to build the software with or without large initial funding. Other than the software engineers and computer programmers obviously needed, HuHub has software and hardware that it can already use to build this, such as current industry standard hardware, the current computers, statistically based AI, and blockchain technology. Many of them are already available, including for cryptocurrency. Also, HuHub will require and operate with a new compression and cybersecurity programming method, which will remain for now proprietary. This is a timely and scalable technology. We see this is the way that human society and technology are progressively developing together already. Now is the time to build HuHub efficiently and with an emphasis on moral intent. How does HuHub function? It functions as a decision-making network by merging people and statistical AI to create real-time authentic solutions for sustainability. Combining users, internet content, simulation software, and implementation software, the HuHub core engine will be made to supply the predictability of the most optimal procedures that self-gathers information, user input, world feedback, and real-time statistical data. It is a system of looping to continually make available decisions about how to auto-connect and then integrate with new sources. Each new entry into this evolving system changes the whole, adapting and accommodating for all input, and constantly checking for updates in order to generate upgrades throughout affected HuHub systems or communicate with related outside agencies as necessary. Why HuHub? For future sustainability of humanity and Earth. HuHub, humanitarian software, will be made to identify critical needs, problem-solve world problems, and produce sustainable solutions and communications between agencies and people. Other main issues that HuHub directly aims to resolve are wealth inequality, the need for free public education, and the need for a new logical and technologically updated e-governing system that can eventually merge into functioning public governments from the local to global levels, in that order. HuHub is designed to govern both intrinsic and extrinsic systems based on the local level to the global level, always looping back to the local environment. Ask HuHub anything. It is a subsequent feature aspect of a completed HuHub software with fully functioning AI statistical tools and data available for analysis. To be made as a prediction modeling software incorporating all sciences, HuHub's AI will create quantitative solutions that are systematically combed from big data and user input in order to give optimized answers that are programmed to consider the need for many realizations and sustainability factors of intrinsic and extrinsic systems universally, which is an enormous benefit to humanity because it is more information than any human or group of humans could compile and process effectively within a precious short amount of time. One of the principles of HuHub is choice. Functionally, HuHub will reply to the user's question with suggestions to be generated in the form of efficiency standards, models, procedures, and instructions as needed. To overcome communication barriers, results may appear also as images or otherwise, which will assist adaptive learning capabilities so that people comprehend the information and software better. Quaintly, the acronym of Ask HuHub Anything is AHA, or the expression aha. Chapter 2, Sustainability. This is a very brief chapter to give persons an idea of the scope of what sustainability is about, especially to aid in the understanding of a humanitarian software concept. Defining sustainability. The Oxford Dictionary defines sustainability as the ability to be maintained at a certain rate or level, as in the sustainability of economic growth. And it also means the avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance in the pursuit of global environmental sustainability. HuHub is designed to be a self-sustainable system that has the potential of huge profits to help the world. HuHub promotes zero loss of natural fossil fuel resources. This includes promoting products that meet certain sustainability standards, and eventually profits will be accrued to support the funding for manufacturing of eco-technology devices, appliances, and more. Sustainable systems in HuHub. First, let's look at what makes up a sustainable system. Sustainability is more what we call an emergent feature of whole systems. It is not so much about the parts as how the parts work together to enable effective overall outcomes, according to Systems Innovation YouTube channel in August 2019. Technically speaking, HuHub behaves as and is called a socio- or social, economic, technological conversion method that will be especially useful for industry conversion towards sustainability. HuHub is formulated to bring efficiency to systems worldwide for everything's optimal sustainability as part of a whole system. HuHub is a sustainable system that controls many systems within it, such as a new competitive merit award marketing and advertising method, a HuHub approval program, a mentor and apprentice program, a new type of HuHub gaming, the business nethood, HuHub job training and job placement system, a wealth redistribution method and cryptocurrency integration, and a government-integrated emergency crisis management system, for some examples. HuHub's concept is engineered to create positive changes in both computerized and other real-world systems such as environmental resource management and finances. HuHub will be a system where everyone matters. Among other goals, HuHub is meant to work as a wealth redistribution method, which is a system that balances economic systems through redistribution of wealth. HuHub is not meant to be a disruptive technology per se. Rather, HuHub method is able to politely blend into a capitalist economic system without overstepping greedy monopolies or established governments. We believe HuHub can continue to work within a monetary system well into the far future until money is no longer needed or used. Stephen Hawking, shortly before he died, made some strong statements about the need for wealth redistribution. In 2015, Hawking warned, "If machines produce everything we need, the outcome will depend on how things are distributed. Everyone can enjoy a life of luxurious leisure if the machine-produced wealth is shared, or most people can end up miserably poor if machine owners successfully lobby against wealth redistribution." So far, the trend seems to be toward the second option, with technology driving ever-increasing inequality. We agree with Stephen Hawking that people do not have to suffer in this world filled with so many people and automation that we can create more products than we can use in 1,000 years. To the extent we have so many products, they are literally clogging our oceans and seas, while nearly half the human population still lives in squalor, suppressed by class or job, severely robbed by corporations and governments, and yet have no voice or place to receive any help. These are the people who are also considered in HuHub, along with every user and everyone that will be a part of a new group of social justice warriors to be discussed later. So while on the subject of wealth redistribution, let's jump to the punchline where HuHub comes in with a sustainable solution to resolve economic issues. Help the world and get paid. A new wealth redistribution method. Would you be interested in having fun and getting paid to improve your own local towns and cities? From a HuHub user's perspective, HuHub will be an attractive and free website with lots to do and places to explore. It will be built to help people throughout their everyday lives. In concept, HuHub is the only humanitarian software of its type. Plus, users can get paid merits, which are eventually going to be convertible into real money income for simply participating in HuHub. What makes HuHub, humanitarian software, a place where everyone wants to be? HuHub's system makes it possible for people to act in their environment to effect positive changes. So the message is that participation in HuHub is good for people and the environment. This simple step-by-step image messaging shows how HuHub can help as a wealth redistribution system. Step 1. Join HuHub by creating an account just like you would with any other website, social media, or gaming site. Step 2. Users can submit ideas for helping the world. Step 3. After submitting usable information to HuHub, those ideas are then voted on by other users and evaluated with statistical analysis for its usefulness and efficiency. Step 4. During this process, HuHub users can attain merits as rewards, which can be accrued and transferred into real money profits. Once fully implemented, HuHub will be a wonderful site to get paid and help the world. HuHub will provide a method of wealth redistribution to lift people out of poverty and debt. Massive viral user participation is expected. User sustainability is another critical issue to address in order to maintain a popular and profitable website. HuHub will feature a standardized website, and it will look and operate with a design layout familiar to cell phone users. This is an example of the user dashboard content. This is the original 2D mock-up sample laid out in this way to show a proof of concept of how users can easily use HuHub, providing a visual product to communicate the sometimes seemingly complex ideas about HuHub. This one-page mock-up shows some of the elements available from a HuHub user's dashboard. One of the key features of the dashboard will always include a section for My Hub that shows updated important city and state government information about a user's actual physical location called a hub, which can be determined by zip code or other methods. HuHub dashboard will focus on displaying local information in order to inspire economic growth at our most active local levels, from communities to towns and bigger cities, and on up to the state, national, and even global levels. In this way, HuHub can be implemented from a small or a large level. allowing for either towns to test the software first or build and implement as a new government system for a nation that is willing and ready to step into the future of our world and move towards sustainability. HuHub will promote local businesses according to their hub placement and factors approved for their sustainable practices or products. Other important elements to maintain and increase users' sustainability are an employment center called Job Hut, emergency alerts and crisis information and instructions, local community events, and various other categories that users can choose from to be visible on their personalized HuHub dashboard. A HuHub user's dashboard will be easily accessible, and users can click their merit points, which will eventually be convertible to real cash payouts for HuHub participation. In HuHub, users accrue merits, which can be accumulated and transferred into the user's preference of payment options, Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, PayPal, perhaps a Humanitarian blockchain ATM debit card, or other options as needed. Users are paid for their participation, such as participating in polls, entries into Methoods content, their paid employment as income for having completed labor in real-time world situations as part of HuHub for Hire program, which will focus on real local jobs. Also, voting is another way people can earn merits. Voting within a new concept for a competitive merit rating marketing strategy to be discussed in later videos. And also they can complete steps within a mentorship program which is available to all users, and they can make suggestions on how to help their community in the world. Merit rewards will increase with HuHub profits. HuHub financial pillars of sustainability are the main components which brings in economic profits. The following are some of the main permanent income streams, primarily starting with Pillar 1. The business and advertising Methoods involve a new strategic, competitive, local to global marketing method. HuHub Business Method will work in conjunction with Pillar 2, HuHub's new sustainable marketing system, which uses a competitive merit-rated marketing method. And those two combine to create a HuHub approval system, each of which will be further discussed in video presentations in the future. Pillar 3, revolutionary cybersecurity and compression software has the greatest potential for profit due to its power of savings and flexibility to be used on both current and future software and hardware to speed up transactions and computing power by approximately 3,600 times more than the current limits. Plus, it will make HuHub capable of handling secret and secure e-voting records, private communications, and secure financial and health information. For some examples, this compression software is critical to HuHub because big data requires the ability to process large amounts of data and transactions fast. HuHub's new cybersecurity methods and compression programming will make hacking truly impossible. Lastly, Pillar 4, HuHub e-learning and gaming. HuHub will create special games and employ a method to find and train programmers out of a pool of users willing to participate in training games that test users' programming and other capabilities in order to potentially place those users into real paid employment positions. The e-learning and trainer games are in addition to entertainment gaming that acts as a popular revenue stream into HuHub. Overall, this is a self-explanatory um, gaming industry, but without the details at this time, which will be discussed in later videos on gaming, programming, and training in HuHub. Chapter 3, Cause and Effect Systems Engineering. Cause and Effect Systems Engineering considers three main points: super efficiency systems engineering, systems correction, and sustainability itself. Within HuHub, small actions can create large shifts, potentially in regional markets or the stock market, such as a single click or even a minuscule adjustment to improve efficiency in a total resource management system causes a continuous feedback of input for auto corrections, which leads to increased sustainability and profitability, which means improvements will pop out of and blossom anywhere and everywhere. It's a ripple effect that operates best by using the movement of both ways, forwards and backwards. One of the aspects of HuHub that makes it different from other financial ventures is its perspective of profits and sustainability. HuHub focuses on an emerging concept. According to Dan Ariely in the March 4th, 2014 edition of Real Value Economics documentary, he stated that all profits are not created equal. Those that carry a social benefit are better. Profit and wealth redistribution depends on user participation, so HuHub's value comes from people's desire to help improve themselves and the environment around them, which seems like it would be a popular choice if made available and free. As a type of cause and effect system, HuHub is also an ultimate efficiency modeling tool, designed with a checks and balances system in mind. Specializing in systems engineer and systems integration, HuHub's concept engineer, Brian D. Prater, created a formula, as seen on this slide, which describes how systems can be integrated and how the core of HuHub in this case is engineered in part. Prater's formula, titled Harmonic Series Expansion for Prediction of Over-Unity Systems, can be used to monitor and control complex systems in all types of industries, including eco-development, which incorporates real-world environments into a digitized management system that takes the information from the natural environments and calculates the severity of conditions, assigns a priority level, and is altered according to its needs and the needs of the people and the many systems involved. Transition to sustainability. From cause and effect systems engineering, we now look closer at current systems that can benefit from a humanitarian software. A few examples of such systems are businesses, resource management, the transportation industry, smart grids, governments, and emergency agencies. Also, there is a critical need for HuHub or a similar humanitarian software to accommodate for the upcoming worldwide industry conversion from fossil fuels to alternative energy and new technologies. HuHub can provide aid for multiple types of transition, such as 1. Employment needs to retrain workers for new types of government jobs and place them in new positions. 2. How to integrate massive volumes of migrants into cities as the people move further inland from vanishing coastlines worldwide. Or 3. continued technology integration into people's personal lives, requiring unhackable cybersecurity and e-government rights. It may be difficult to see the inner workings of such large-scale transitions, but HuHub will attempt to break down such events and offer us a statistical mirror of our environments. The user's NetHood dashboard will feature a section for measuring life on Earth before and after HuHub. For example, relevant data displayed may include, for examples, 1. A daily overall level of water consumption and how it has changed since people committed to a certain initiative. 2. A tip about air quality in your hub. 3. An e-voting app to vote in real local elections. Or 4. More in-depth information concerning how a certain politician's policies have altered real-world situations, like the tracking of employee and affected residents' wages before and since new laws took effect, or how their decisions affected workers in India. And further relevant data may include the adjustments in the wealth redistribution to send resources to selected areas to balance out the overall systems of things economically, socially, and environmentally. HuHub can be an intelligent living software. We are limiting ourselves for not already using the most optimal computational methods. We are losing out every day we procrastinate on helping our lives and securities. This new video presentation is meant to introduce you and show you how we can work together at no expense to yourself and seriously break through corporate industries and have the real ability to cause enormous worldwide changes. The current world status is truly No Lives Matter. No Lives Matter by TomMacDonald can be the song to describe humanity's current starting point within HuHub. Tom, would you like to be part of a group of social justice warriors to help the world become sustainable? I really like your in-the-way face that you interact with your audience through your music. I work hard to do the same, but it can be difficult to do when my music is instead advanced technology in a world of non-scientists. As a technologist, I know that there may be some computer programmers or or software company investors in your audience that may be interested in building this software voluntarily and getting the whole thing up and going in hardly any time. From your statements, I know that you are familiar with doing lots of work for nothing, which many computer programmers are familiar with as well. In one of my experiences, I worked with a group of over 240 volunteer programmers who were able to put together an elaborate and enormous website plus custom apps in just a few months. And they did so for the benefit of everyone nationwide in that case, because it was a good cause. There are a lot of people out there like you and I who truly work for the good, even when it sometimes means no pay. As you have mentioned, you have a large underground following. However, you are emerging swiftly out of that. You have mentioned that you want to help lift all of our boats, and I believe in that too, which is why I would like for you to allow HuHub to support your work. Specifically, I would like to talk about your songs as examples of the problems we can fix in the world. I will not play or share any of your videos except for providing video links to your already established YouTube and iTunes and other stuff. Therefore, I will never take any of your income Rather, I would be supporting your work by sending people to your places online and hopefully helping to further your financial income. All that I would be taking from you, if anything, is the use of your name as a reference to your work, which would be spoken or written in the future HuHub videos, which may be available by me on a new HuHub YouTube channel. If you seem skeptical, I can also offer to send you any copy of any new video that mentions you or your work for your final approval. You know, and you may ask, what does HuHub project or I get out of this? Exposure, of course. It can also allow me to find more people to network with as human justice warriors and of course potential employees or angel investors. Hi Tom. When I was trying to figure out how we could work together, your song People So Stupid with the mentions social justice warriors, and it spawned a thought and many other thoughts. And your corniness, and I love your song I'm Corny. Um, I was really kind of feeling that energy, and my mind spun off in this creative, new, possible way to push HuHub as a new social media, which is perfect because we were looking for some sort of gaming ideas, and we have some awesome things in mind. And so for this social justice warriors, it'd be very simplified type of gaming. And this is what we have. This is brand new, a part of it, of HuHub. We literally have 6 to 10 or more gigs of info that we've worked on for many years that elaborates everything within HuHub. But this is a new thing that you helped inspire. So I'm introducing HuHub Gaming here as a new type of engaging social media, which will feature a storyboard generator based for the social justice warriors. I do not want to give away too many details here at this time, but from this slide you can see some of the ideas formed around this new social media concept. This is a quick mock-up of some ideas for the social justice warriors ranking hierarchy. We decided to create our team and call it team number 1. Our team name is the Ozark Duelers. Obviously, we're from Missouri, where the state motto here is, let the welfare of the people be the supreme law. Now meet the real Ozark Duelers. HuHub Humanitarian Software Concept Engineers, my husband, Brian D. Prater, and myself, Melissa R. Cody. In brief, Brian Prater has an extensive background in advanced sciences involving magnetics, advanced physics, RF engineering, and as an IT specialist and a sustainability consultant, to name a few things. Prater is responsible for the proprietary encryption and compression software that will run HuHub and become a highly profitable product line in the future. I, Melissa Cody, am currently a full-time student in computer management information systems, and I have over 20 years experience as a web developer, graphic artist, and a technical writer, to name a few things. This is the copyright notice for HuHub Humanitarian Software Concept, copyright 2008 to 2020. The information, processes, and systems described constitute proprietary intellectual property protected by United States and international copyright law. Copyright belongs to Brian D. Prater and Melissa R. Cody Prater, 2008 to 2020. All rights reserved. If you need to contact us, you can email us at HuHub2020@gmail.com, cavetronics@yahoo.com, or you'vegotmail@gmail.com. Thank you.